solid job of making the Lakers have to work for every basket attempt.
Dennis Schroeder. This little runner is good. Dennis Schroeder, runner-up, sixth man of the year last year, runner-up to his now teammate, Montrezl Harrell. Starting lineup, no six-man for him this year. He's going to run with the starters at least to begin the year. He's got the hot hand. Unable to hit that time. Schroeder, a little crossover. And there's Covington with the rebound. Trent on his way in, wide open. Davis vacated the premises, and Gary Trent Jr., what an impact he's having tonight.
He just froze the defender there with that hesitation. Had a nice, easy walk to the rim for a layup.
10 points in the quarter for Trent.
And the Lakers defense really has to step up. Horton Tucker able to get to the rim. His strength and his length, 6'4", 235 pounds. I mean, he as a young guy has come in here and asserted himself on the championship team this season.
Serious wingspan as well. Jalen Horton Tucker. Up ahead, Harrell is fouled. Good action by the Lakers. Going to send Montrezl Harrell to the free throw line.
You talk about Horton Tucker getting to the rim. He has like that LeBron James where he's strong and he's able to use his muscle to get to the rim and get into the paint. The knock on him, though, was can he shoot from the perimeter? But he has shown thus far with step backs and a crossover, he's able to get what he wants on the offensive end.
Sports fans, gear up at NBAstore.com with officially licensed fan gear for every team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Montrezl Harrell at the free throw line for the Lakers. Harrell coming off a 12-point game in 20 minutes last night against Minnesota. He's not been a very good free throw shooter, 58% last year. But he knocks these down. And the Lakers within 4, approaching the 5-minute mark of this second quarter.
It's got to be great, BA, that you can switch teams and not have to leave your house. Stay in the same home.
Stay put. Feels like us right now. Here's McCollum. Oh, what a quarter he's having. C.J. McCollum cashes in a little mid-range. He's got 11 in the quarter, C.J. McCollum. He's got 13 overall after a slow start. Schroeder kicks it. Horton Tucker on the drive. Horton Tucker hangs and scores.
And I love how he didn't settle for the jump shot. He attacked the closeout and was able to get to the rim for the finish. Horton Tucker.
First and second year out of Iowa State. Covington wide open as AD hits the deck. And Horton Tucker with a rebound. He was blitzing the G League a year ago, Grant. We saw a little window for Horton Tucker in the Tucker hangs and scores. He played in just 6 games, started the last game of the seeding games in the bubble, and now he's earned his way into the rotation.
No, he really has. I mean, creates a ton of space with his strength, but also handles the ball against bigger players with his quickness and his step backs. I mean, he was on a tear last year, and you know what? He started this year in the preseason and was on a tear there as well.
Looks like he belongs, and he thinks he belongs. That's a big part of it for a young player. Second chance opportunity here for L.A. Long three, Horton Tucker short. Lillard working with Covington. Nurkic, and it's knocked away by Gasol. Marc Gasol, at 36 years of age in January, still an excellent defender. I think he's the perfect fit for this Laker team, a former defensive player of the year.
Well, he's not a mobile big guy, maybe like a McGee who they had last year, JaVale McGee, but he is the best post defender in the league amongst bigs last year. And so down the road, as Schroeder hits a little jump shot, but down the road against Jokic, a guy like Gasol may come in handy. And right now, we got a close one here. Portland up 4.
Jake from State Farm. If you here, this must be a State Farm commercial.
Sure is.
It also means it's about to go down.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. Things are going to go surprisingly great.
Oh, I've been doing this for too many years. It means something about to go down. Oh, no. Here it comes. Jake, protect yourself.
Have a nice day. I told you. Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
Who are you talking to?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We didn't just build another hybrid. We built a hard-charging 37-mile-per-gallon turbo hybrid with the range and power to find your next story, wherever it might be. The all-new Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, the world's first storytelling machine.
Merry Christmas, baby. Hey, make sure y'all get a close-up on Montrezl Harrell's shoes now.
Can't get that one to go. Montrezl Harrell comes in, and Harrell banks it home and a foul.
And one!
Holy Stein blocked by Kuzma from behind.
Okay, goes! Okay, goes!
High arcing three for Anthony Davis.
If it touch rim on one, by yourself, Diaz!
He wants to take Boban one-on-one. Shoots over Boban again.
That's not trash! That's not trash!
2020 is almost over, but NBA TV has to take you to Miami and LA one more time.
Giannis down the court, hammers it.
Giannis and the Bucks look to end the year on a high note in South Beach, but Jimmy Butler and the Heat have other plans for them. After facing the champs the game before, the Blazers run it back at the Staples Center against another tough Western Conference foe, the Clippers. Bucks, Heat, Blazers, Clippers. The doubleheader action begins Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV.
The gatekeeper has been removed for Grant Hill. He's answered everybody's questions tonight, whether he knows them or not. Nico asked who is tougher to guard, LeBron, Kobe, or MJ. You guarded them all. Grant Hill, what's your call on that question? That's a good question.
That's a great question, and you're right. I did guard them all. Not very well, I might add, but in all fairness, when I played against the Bulls, it was mostly Pippen who I was matched up with, so I didn't get a lot of Michael. I got a lot of Kobe, the late, great Kobe Bryant, maybe too much, and certainly LeBron James. I'll say Kobe was probably the toughest because he was always coming at you looking to score. I think LeBron was so difficult because he could dominate a game without even scoring the basketball. His passing was just as deadly, is just as deadly as his scoring, and we saw that obviously last season and throughout his career. But Kobe was relentless in coming at you. And for some odd reason, I was late 30s with a bad ankle, and I was guarding Kobe Bryant. Go figure.
Derek Jones Jr. flying high is fouled. Yeah, LeBron last year, by the way, up over 10 assists a game. He led the NBA. 10.2 assists. He's got 3 tonight. I mean, Derek Jones Jr., the reigning slam dunk champion. I mean, he's waist up on Marc Gasol right there, who's 6'11".
And I'll tell you what, that was an impressive miss right there from Mr. Jones Jr.
59 games with Miami last year. He averaged 8.5 points. He played in 23 minutes. He's got that Heat culture that you hear about. He's brought that with him here to Portland. He's got a lot of that junkyard dog in him, Grant. Misses the free throw there. But what an addition to this Portland roster. They love him already. Nice feed to LeBron. Well done. Dennis Schroeder set him up beautifully. LeBron, who had 12 in the quarter, now with 14. Excellent look. Box and one.
Right now is a dangerous time. You see where the Lakers, the last 3 minutes of the first half, like to put you away. But Jones Jr., same play. He's able to finish this time, showing his hops.
It's not just how high he can elevate. Is there such a thing as a fast jumper? I mean, I think about Zion Williamson that way. As Schroeder buries a three as an answer. They're just explosive as Derrick Jones Jr. and the way he leaps. Look at
I think
this.
that's fair enough. He is so quick off his.
Yeah, that's scary.
AD working on Damian Lillard. What a matchup here. 2-point game. Blazers in the lead, approaching 2 minutes in this first half. And now Jones has LeBron on him. Missed a long two. Go on to 2 minutes. Good game so far, but a nice matchup between these two. First round matchup from the bubble last year. Schroeder fouled on his way in. This Blazers bench has given the Blazers a nice jolt. Had a couple of big runs from this bench. An 11-0 run, then a 12-0 run to take a 4-point lead. Schroeder knocks down the first free throw. National televised games coming up. Don't forget, for more on these games, you can go to NBA.com or the NBA app. TNT doubleheader tomorrow night. Bucks and Heat, followed by the Pelicans and the Suns, and then right back here on NBA TV Wednesday, the Bucks and Heat again. That's not a typo. That's a 2-game back-to-back series between Milwaukee and Miami. And these Blazers will stay here in LA and play the Clippers on Wednesday on NBA TV. All tied at 52. And here goes Covington strong to the hole. They got a step on Anthony Davis, and Covington gives the Blazers the lead.
And he acted like he was going for the dribble handoff in the corner. Covington turned the corner and got to the rim as AD is called for an offensive foul right there, BA. But look at this defense. I mean, AD on Damian Lillard. And watch him. He's giving up some quickness, but he moves his feet. Lillard definitely wants to go one-on-one. Nope, can't get by him. And he forces Lillard ultimately to bail out to the shooter in the corner with the shot clock running low. But that's why he's in the conversation every year, Anthony Davis, for Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, the follow on the Lillard miss. Covington there to clean it up. Yeah, Anthony Davis second. He was a runner-up to Giannis for Defensive Player of the Year last year. First team all-defense. Don't forget American Express halftime report. Matt Weiner, GA, and Candace standing by in the studio. Had an overtime game to start us out tonight with Memphis beating Brooklyn on the road. And we got a good one going here in the first half. A strip down. LeBron turns it over. Blazers by 4.
I have to give props to GA's son, Cole Anthony. Wow, he's come out and played well in Orlando. Even though he went to that school in Chapel Hill, he's been pretty dynamite here early on in his career. Got to give him
so
props.
Awesome. Proud Papa Greg Anthony, and to watch Cole come through the ranks and now living out his dream every night in the NBA. It's awesome.
That was definitely a kickball. Yeah.
And now I got a block on Kentavious Caldwell. No, they get Pope. I'm sorry, there was Schroeder here. I beg your pardon. Schroeder hits the deck. So that'll be number 2 on Schroeder. That's the 5th team foul on the Lakers. And Lillard at the free throw line.
I'm not sure if Lillard's... Oh, it looked like his shoulder hit Schroeder right there as he was trying to turn the corner. Caught him right in the chin.
Lillard, an excellent free throw shooter, and he gets there often, about 8 times a game. Shoots it at 89%. Coming off a career year last year. 30 points a game on average. Had a career high in assists per game as well with 8. And Lillard with 10 points in this first half. 6-point Blazer lead. Lakers with the ball coming to the end of the second quarter in LA. And now Schroeder working with Anthony Davis. Turns the corner. Schroeder all the way in. Scores easily.
Just able to navigate around 4 Blazers defenders right there, showing off that speed and quickness.
Quiet first half for Anthony Davis. It's been LeBron and Schroeder handling the scoring load for the Lakers here. Good defense will take us to the end of the second quarter. McCollum was trying to get a shot off, unable to do so. Good start to this one, 58-54. The Blazers with a 4-point lead. They got down big early, down 13. Matt Weiner, GA, and Candace standing by. We're at the half. NBA TV's Center Court. It's our season premiere tonight. We're glad you're with us.
Should old acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgotten, old lang syne?
Saldi on the mix.
give you 100 euro. Can you show me your boobs? 300 euro just for this, that you show me your beautiful big boobs. Big boobs. I like big boobs and beautiful boobs. So big, beautiful big boobs. Can I touch her?
No, no, no.
So big, beautiful boobs. I like big boobs. So big, beautiful boobs. I like big boobs and I like big boobs and
nilando, mga buang mga lando, magkausap mo, sayaw-sayaw mo, hataw-hataw mo, sayaw-sayaw mo, hataw-hataw mo, sayaw, hataw mo, 1, 2, 3, go, 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 go. 1, 2, 3, go, go. Go. Go, go. Go. Go, go. Go. Go, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Nilando, mga buang mga lando, magkausap mo, sayaw-sayaw mo, hataw-hataw mo, sayaw-sayaw mo, hataw-hataw mo, sayaw, hataw mo, 1, 2, 3, go, 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 go. 1, 2, 3, go, go. Go. Go, go.
remember in the bubble we had a similar scenario with one of the goals was tilted. And Mark Davis still got the warm-up jacket on, so we could have a bit of a delay here. I think Mark Davis is going to send everybody back to their... I was trying to hear him. He said... So he's asking to get the ladder and the level because the players are complaining about... That would be the Blazers players would be complaining about the rim is bent. I think that's what I heard Mark Davis say to the crew there at Staples Center. It's tough to be the ladder and the level guy, but it's a lot easier with no fans in the stands. But everybody's hooting on you. All right?
It's got to go a little bit.
Looks good from there. I mean, it's good enough. Let's see. What do you think?
It looks good to me.
That's every perfect drawer in my house is about right there.
I mean, granted, I grew up playing on playground, basketball goals that were definitely bent. That's probably why I couldn't shoot. It's level to me.
Level. I think that was Mark Davis said they don't have to be right just because they're complaining. I love that. That was beautiful. Looks level to me. He said, well, they don't have to be right just because they're complaining. Is it level or not? Yep, it's level. All right, we play. That was awesome.
Sounds like an official to me.
I'll tell you what, I don't know. Could be a ploy. Could be a ploy, Grant. You never know. Maybe somebody need a little extra time before the start of the second half. I know how you players are. Much anticipated second half is underway.
And imagine that the Lakers will try to establish AD early. As you said, didn't really have the first half that he would have liked. So getting him the ball and getting him going will be of utmost importance for the Lakers.
That didn't dress last night against Minnesota. He gets off the first shot of the second half. Lillard working with Nurkic. Turns the corner. Damian. And that's going to be last touch by Lillard. Laker ball. Good defense by Los Angeles. And Grant, that was really a strength of their team. A lot of discussion, rightly so, about Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But they were the third-rated defense in the NBA last year. Just a stifling group throughout, starters and bench.
The VA, they were the best fourth-quarter defense in the league last season and combined 16-0 when holding their opponents under 100 points. So their defense was spectacular last year, really their foundation. And to see what the changes they've made this offseason, if they can maintain that consistency this year.
Same starting five on the floor for the Blazers, and Lillard knocks down a three. By the way, that turnover on the last possession for Portland, their first since the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Remember, they had 3 early turnovers, if you've been with us the whole way. And the same starting five for the Lakers as well, with James, Davis, Gasol, KCP, and Schroeder. Lillard with range to burn, steps in for that one. And knocks down the three-pointer. Damian with his second made three, has 13 in the game. Gasol, he buried 3 triples last night. Comes up empty on his first try from behind the arc. And here's Covington, had a block by Gasol. Nice hands. And last touch by Covington.
And I'll tell you what, Gasol, we talked about his defense. 7 years removed from his Defensive Player of the Year award, but he's more of a position defender, not a shot blocker, but he got one right there, B.A.
Terrific addition. NBA champion with Toronto a couple of seasons ago. The turnaround hook is good from Marc Gasol.
We talked about his defense, but really what he brings to the offensive end. He's a great passer. He can shoot. A lot different from the centers they had last year with L.A. It'll be interesting to see how they incorporate his skills into the offense.
Lillard was looking for a foul and 3 free throws. Didn't get the call. It's one thing about Gasol, right? He he's not a great three-point shooter, but you have to respect his ability to hit a three, and if he's going to stand out there, somebody's got to guard him, and he does create a lot of space. Schroeder trying to turn the corner. Davis to LeBron. Nice find. Schroeder to Davis to LeBron James. Beautifully done.
And LeBron saw Jones Jr. turn his head. Great cut. Great pass. Great finish.
Nurkic on a feed from McCollum. Misses with a left hand. Davis was there guarding him. LeBron James splits the double. Covington got a hand on it. Those are two of Portland's best defenders right there. Covington and Derrick Jones Jr.
And I love what Portland did.
Blazers.
And right here, this back cut and great find. You cannot take your eyes off of LeBron James. Jones Jr. trying to do the right thing, getting out and stunning to Anthony Davis, but he leaves a wide open LeBron James.
Corner three, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He had 3 made threes in the first half. He's 4 for 5 from behind the arc now. He's got 12. And a turnover. Is that a kick ball or not? That's what Damian Lillard was calling for. And I believe they're going to get Nurkic on the foul.
Talk about defense, forming a wall right there. Jones Jr. and Covington getting back and just giving a set of eyes, multiple sets of eyes on LeBron James as he's attacking the basket. LeBron thinks he got fouled right there, but getting back in transition, having that wall is so critical. And the Blazers have done that all night and did a great job on that last play.
Mark Davis and Derek Collins will go to the monitor here. They're tracking whether this was a clear path violation or not. The Blazers were asking for a kick ball. Got off the knee or the shin of Schroeder.
Play confirms the on-court decision. Clear path.
Yep, clear path is confirmed. Buddy behind Schroeder, so a clear path violation on the Blazers. Schroeder at the line.
BA, you talk about Schroeder and his development, his evolution as a player. Started off as a backup in Atlanta and became a starter, got a nice contract, but really came into his own going to Oklahoma City, playing with Russell Westbrook, and then last year Chris Paul, and emerging as a great two-way player. And yeah, it looked like it was his knee or his calf right there. I understand the argument.
Free throws and possession on the clear path violation. And Schroeder will initiate the offense, fly into the basket, and he is fouled, and it won't go. Boy, Schroeder threw it into fifth gear right there. You mentioned Chris Paul in Oklahoma City there, Grant. I mean, he really credits Chris Paul with changing his mindset, not just what happens on the court, from the point guard perspective of being a leader, but all the things that Chris Paul did off the court as well. I think Schroeder really took that to heart, and it takes a little extra work to try to be the one that galvanizes the rest of the group. Chris Paul does that as well as anybody. LeBron James is fantastic at that as well, but I think he really learned something playing with Chris Paul a season ago.
I think you're right, B.A. And, you know, I played with Chris Paul my last year when I played together with the L.A. Clippers. And he's a great talent, one of the best point guards of this generation. But he's a glue guy. He's a guy that brings people together, as you say. And so I understand for a young, impressionable player like Schroeder to have the chance to play with Chris Paul, that's been huge for him.
Turnover, Caldwell-Pope gets the layup to go. A 13-0 Laker run. Blazers had a 4-point lead at the half. Now the Lakers up 6. And defense turning into offense as Caldwell-Pope has got 14 now. McCollum can't answer. And the run can continue here for Los Angeles. A quick burst in this third quarter.
You have to value the basketball against this Laker defense. Can't turn it over. Must get good shots every time down the court if you're the Blazers.
Here's Davis now with Covington on him. Nothing there. Schroeder for three. And Nurkic pulls down the rebound.
I'd like to see Davis get more in the post against Covington. He's got the size advantage. I'd like to see him take advantage of it.
Lillard fires. Davis with the rebound. Davis with 7 boards. And now Schroeder. Oh, put a little English on that one. Dennis Schroeder gets himself free and scores it. And a timeout. Blazers. Lakers on a big run here. And an 8-point lead. It's a 15-0 Laker run. Schroeder has been on the attack in this third quarter from the point guard position.
Cheeser, pepperoni cheeser, you know you got it.
Little Caesar's hot and ready pepperoni cheeser with classic pepperoni, fresh mozzarella, and a toasted Parmesan and Asiago cheese crust for $7. Carry out or delivery.
To show up the show off, do you need power or this? Optimum Power. Because Duracell Optimum makes this RC truck even faster than Copper Top.
No! We have a winner!
Hoy DJ, pag-sure diha.
So much. Booker for the win. Got it.
Pelicans, Suns, tomorrow on TNT.
What's going on, basketball fans? This is Channing Frye, and you're here watching Handel's Best of the Week. Start of a new season, you got to crown the champion. Now give the king his 4th ring. Even though they got their rings, they did lose. But hey, if I was a Lakers fan, I wouldn't even care. Because of the new additions that they've made, they are a super team with Schroeder, Montrez, bringing back Marquis, bringing back Jared Dudley and Wesley Matthews. This team is poised to win another championship.
Channing Frye giving us his unique take on what's happening around the NBA via the best post, memes, and videos. Handles NBA TV, NBA.com. You can check it out through all the social media platforms. Channing's doing a great job. Good to see him. Got some great takes. Portland with a basketball. Grant, they've had a tough time controlling the basketball, at least the starting group. They had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. This Blazers starting group with 3 turnovers here in the third quarter. Damian Lillard has 4 turnovers on his own.
Yeah, the offense getting a little too stagnant right now for Portland. And give the Lakers credit. They've really kind of turned the screws a bit on defense and applied more pressure and really taken Portland out of their comfort zone. McCollum knocks down an open 3.
They can strike in a hurry. C.J. McCollum, his second made 3. He's missed 5. But he does have 16 points. He had a big second quarter. And Derrick Jones Jr. took a shot to the ear. Called for the foul.
With that last possession for Portland, you got ball movement, you got player movement. And when you go against a great defense, you have to shift it and get the defense in rotation and screens and just get some movement to get open looks like they did on that last play.
Davis finds Gasol on a rim run and a foul. Count the basket. Oh, the big passing. Remember, we saw Anthony Davis play the 5 a lot last year. That won't be the case to start the season anyway, with Gasol and Montrezl Harrell in the mix. Nice cut by Marc Gasol here.
I like that. A 4-5 screen and roll. Anthony Davis as the ball handler. I mean, not too many bigs are accustomed to defending that. Great pass and great finish.
Our Lakers in the bonus now. The rest of this quarter, over 6:40 remaining here, as McCollum can't finish it. Gasol is right there defending. Back in transition come the Lakers. Here's LeBron. Up top, Davis flushes it home.
And right now, just bad offense leading to bad defense for the Blazers right now.
There's Damian Lillard. He finds Derrick Jones Jr., gives it right back. Nurkic wide open inside. Good ball movement there. Schroeder with McCollum guarding him, and it's knocked away by Covington. Covington, an excellent defender. Inside, Lillard cuts to the basket. So now the Blazers getting a little more movement here.
No question. That's what you want, Portland. Creating turnovers and getting out in easy baskets in transition. We haven't used to seeing a lot of that from Portland. We've seen it a few times here tonight.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope gets by McCollum, and Davis there for the rebound, knocked away by Covington. Let's see who touched it last. That'll be Laker ball. Covington touches it last. The defense is tight for the Lakers, and it turns into a transition offense for LA. LeBron to AD.
And just the best in transition right there. LeBron with the easy pass inside to AD, and AD just missing an easy jump hook inside. Portland trying to take advantage. Lillard pulls
Cash
up.
money.
Oh.
Damian Lillard hits an answer three. Then a 19-7 run for LA. Kuzma back in the game after his hot start last night. And Gasol, and it's blocked by Covington. Wow. Met him at the rim, Grant.
I mean, just extra hustle play right there. Covington, bad turnover. Oh, thought it was a turnover. McCollum somehow secures it and gets to the rim and misses. But, man, Covington doing the dirty work on defense right now for the Blazers.
And now Nurkic takes that away. Another turnover for LA. Apologize for our audio difficulties right now. We don't have the sights and the sound. Have the sounds from Staples Center. Efforting.
It's getting a little sloppy out there. KCP had a turnover, and then Nurkic airballs a three, but right now Lakers in control, up 2 in the third.
I work in Burger King, fingers in the wall, where there are 2, 4, 5 more.
Ungguyan, baby. Tag 5, tag 5, tag 5, tag 5 na lang. Tag 5, tag 5, tag 5 na lang. Pili na. Tag 5, tag 5, tag 5, balor 5, tag 5 na tanan. Pili. Tag 5, tag 5, tag 5, tanan, tag 5, imong naong 5. Wate, ito ako wate. No, in the mix.
to stretch the range, Grant Hill. Damian Lillard is as comfortable from 30-plus feet as anybody in the game. Stephen Curry would be on that list as well, but he practices this, and he feels like he can make these at a high clip, and he's proving to be the case. He's knocked down a couple long ones tonight. Last year, Grant, Damian Lillard made 62.
And if they play with more effort on both ends, you can see right now Gary Trent Jr. really getting after it and playing great defense, although called for a foul here on this play and a three-point opportunity for Schroeder. But the energy in the first half from this bench and the second half is how Portland needs to play. And I tell you what, Trent giving the effort, but Schroeder's so good at turning the corner and being able to draw the contact to get to the line like he did on this play.
And what an addition for the Lakers, essentially replacing Rajon Rondo. And Schroeder, who was runner-up for Sixth Man of the Year last year, in a starting role to begin the season. He's got 20 points tonight, Grant. He's made all 7 of his free throws. Lillard finding Covington in the corner. In and out it goes. Good find. Can't finish it.
Covington's had some good open looks. 0 for 5 right now from the three-point line. But he's getting his shots created by dribble penetration and making the extra pass.
It'll be a held ball. Covington and Montrezl Harrell. Hood with the block. So they'll jump it up. Lakers went on a 15-0 run in this third quarter to take an 8-point lead, but the Blazers with an answer as they start rolling in their subs. Robert Covington and Montrezl Harrell, 2 newcomers to these respective ball clubs. And let's see who touched it last. Asking for help, and they're going to jump it again. That's an I don't know from Mark Davis.
I respect that. I respect that from Mark Davis. I thought it went off the Blazers, but I've been wrong before too.
You saw that all the way from Orlando, huh?
Yeah, I have great monitors here.
5-point game, and now Harrell got the tip, but into the hands of Trent Jr., who blows by everybody. Kuzma runs him down but fouls him. And Gary Trent Jr. having his best game 3 of the year. Did not score in just 6 minutes on Saturday, and he's having a terrific night in L.A. tonight.
He really is, B.A., and he needed this, and the Blazers need this from him, because he can be such a weapon for this ball club off the bench. Certainly give Kuzma credit for making the effort there on that block attempt, but Gary Trent Jr., I mean, he's important. His scoring, his confidence, he can get to the line, he can get to the rim, and of course his three-point shooting. He comes in the game, he's hunting his shot and shooting with so much confidence from downtown.
Plays great defense as well. Can't get them both. 1 out of 2 for Trent. Ball's on the floor. Lakers got to hurry to get it across. And Schroeder leaving it up for Davis. Whoa, what a catch, but a hard fall into the hands of Canner. Trent lines up a 3. No. And that's going to be a loose ball foul. And Davis straight down on his back. Can't get them both. 1 out of 2 for Trent. Ball's on the floor. Lakers got to hurry to get it across. Canner wide open. Man, Terry Stotts told us to spend Unit Grant. They need to gel. They're gelling right now. They've looked great tonight.
Gelling indeed, B.A. Hood right here off the bounce. Beautiful spin pass. Easy finish. Looks like gelling to me.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them. With Wendy's new
walking right now, pretty much getting whatever he wants, Mr. Lillard.
LeBron on the drive, a spin. Ooh. Lillard is fouled. I'll tell you, Derek Jones Jr., man, something special.
That is special right there. Not giving up on the play. LeBron had turned the corner, and he just came out of nowhere. Jones Jr. just kind of did to LeBron what LeBron does to everybody else right there on that play. But that desire on defense and that blue-collar mentality coming in handy for the Blazers.
Shot clock is off. Chance for the last shot. Damian Lillard. He's got Matthews on. I'm looking for somebody, and it expires. They do not get the shot off in time. A lot of dribbling. Lillard couldn't get himself free. LeBron James had it blocked. We head to the fourth. We got a good one going here. Season premiere of NBA TV Center Court. The Blazers and the Lakers.
DJ Cam, Idol. Achop Boulevard. DJ Cam, Idol. Idol. Burger King 4 Cheese Whopper. Irresistible.
Moments with LeBron driving to the basket where James didn't get the foul, and Frank Vogel's in support of his players. McCollum knocks down the technical foul shot.
And Jones Jr., his athleticism and his desire to contest that shot, a little bit of contact right there. You know, you could say there was a foul there if you're LeBron, but Vogel having to defend his player right there, showing a little gamesmanship with the officials, picking up that technical.
Canner working on Montrezl Harrell. Canner, flurry of moves, now kicks it. Shot clock is at 5, and here's Rodney Hood to spin and an air ball, and that's going to be Laker ball. Canner thought it was Harrell who touched it last. And now Mark Davis comes in, overrules the call, so it will be Blazer ball, but it's late clock here, just 2 and change remaining on the shot clock.
It looks like Hood got hit on the arm there by Kuzma, which caused the air ball on that last shot.
Quick release, C.J. McCollum. No, here's LeBron. Lakers on the move. Horton Tucker up ahead, and the reverse, no good. The follow by LeBron James.
Once again, the Lakers, the best off of turnovers and missed shots, getting out for easy baskets in transition.
LeBron's got 16. Here's Jones Jr. missing a 3. Lakers lead it by 2, can add to it. And now LeBron posting up as they clear it out. Hood comes over to help. LeBron backs down Jones Jr. He finds Kuzma. Catch and shoot. No. Canner's racking up the boards here, Grant. He's got 13 rebounds now to go along with 10 points. Double-double for Enes Kanter. Trent Jr. knocks down the mid-range.
And B.A., I love Trent Jr. and his pace. He just takes his time, never in a hurry, uses the ball fake, and able to get to that mid-range for that easy 2.
Got 14 in the first half. Gary Trent Jr. has been electric here tonight. Tie game 87. Here's Kuzma, another try at a 3, and that's going to bounce up and over the backboard.
And right there,
so we had a chance, Grant and I, to talk to Frank Vogel before the game, and Grant, he talked about Kuzma and wanting him to develop his three-pointer a little more. Looking at guys like Klay Thompson and Duncan Robinson, not just spotting up and the catch and shoot, but moving into the open spaces for the catch and shoot. Wants him more active off the ball, something to watch this year.
Kuzma has so much more confidence coming back after last year, but yes, moving without the basketball, he catches it, quick trigger, and he shoots it so well, but becoming more of an offensive threat with his movement before he gets the ball is what Frank Vogel wants. And that guy right there, Gary Trent Jr., keep feeding him. You know, it's funny, I played against his dad. His dad couldn't shoot like that. But the young fella has the deep ball for sure.
He's made 5 3-pointers tonight. LeBron will fire a 3. Nothing but net for LeBron James. And we're back tied. All even at 90. LeBron's got 21. That's his second made 3. Trent Jr. fires another 3 and hits one. Hit the deck as well. Gary Trent Jr. in a tree right now.
And talk about moving without the basketball. Gary Trent Jr. getting it done all over the court for the Blazers.
6 of 8 threes. LeBron goes strong. Look at Derrick Jones Jr. He blocks the shot, but a foul is called. I mean, he is eye to eye with the rim.
Gary Trent Jr.
There's a little contact on the elbow there, Grant.
I agree. His left elbow didn't distract him. Still able to knock it down. He is locked in right now for the Blazers. But look at this right here. Jones Jr. Yeah, Kanter fouls LeBron. But Jones Jr. with 2 hands. Almost like his elbows were on the backboard. He was so high.
Slam dunk champion. He's having a great night defensively. And he's guarded LeBron James often in this one, as he will this year. Second free throw coming up for LeBron.
And for Jones Jr., I mean, 5 points, 1 of 9 from the field, really doesn't show or tell what he's done. That he brings to the table is what this team needs to take that next step.
Here's McCullum. Finally gives it up late on the clock. Trent Jr. again. Oh, he is on fire. His 7th made three that matches a career high for him. Gary Trent Jr. with 28 points on 7 made threes. It was C.J. McCollum Saturday against Houston. It's Gary Trent Jr. tonight in L.A. Blazers by 5.
Now streaming on Disney+. Soul is the movie event of the year. It's filled with humor and heart.
Okay, I get it.
It's Pixar at its very best. Disney and Pixar Soul, rated PG, now streaming.
Should old acquaintance be?
On NBA TV, another doubleheader. Lakers in Memphis, followed by the Bulls and the Blazers in Portland. Coverage starts 7:30 Eastern with the CarMax pregame show. Grant and I will be with the Lakers and the Grizzlies from Memphis, Tennessee. 5-point Blazer lead here. Gary Trent Jr. has been the story tonight. C.J. McCollum made 9 threes Saturday. And Grant, Gary Trent Jr. has 7 made threes tonight. Matches a career best.
It has just been fantastic. He is catching, releasing the ball with such confidence. And these aren't easy, wide open threes for the most part. He is having to make some tough shots with people in his face. But for good measure, he's still getting to the rim, showing off that mid-range as well. This right here, as difficult a shot as you can have. And, of course, why leave him open? You can't leave him open. He made 6 3-pointers, and he just made 7 because of that defensive mistake.
It's been a Gary Trent Jr. 11-3 run against the Lakers. Covington, good hands, and that's going to be Blazer ball.
And once again, those active hands.
Muscle here.
Yes.
5-point Blazer lead. Just under 8 minutes to go in regulation here in the fourth. Had an overtime game in the first of our doubleheader tonight between the Grizzlies and the Nets. And McCollum might have got away with a travel, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Caldwell Pope. That's going to be Blazer ball. New shot clock. By the way, speaking of Memphis and Brooklyn, let's hope Ja Morant's okay. That would look like a pretty bad ankle injury. Was actually rolled out in a wheelchair. So we're pulling for Ja Morant. Hopefully it is not a serious injury. Memphis did win in overtime in Brooklyn tonight. McCullum to 3. Short. Davis pulls down the rebound. That's his 10th board. Davis with a double-double now. Laker ball, 15 on the shot clock. Tell you, Grant, Terry Stotts is going to have some decisions to make here, and he's making one of those decisions with Damian Lillard coming back out for Gary Trent Jr. He's going to have some decisions with rotation at the end of this game. Trent's been his best weapon tonight.
Well, it's going to be interesting because you want Covington and Jones Jr. out there for their defense against LeBron and AD. And, of course, Cantor as a big. But Gary Trent Jr., his offense, it's going to be interesting to see what he brings back. As you said, does he roll with his unit or does he bring Trent Jr. back in?
Well, a beautiful set right there. Lillard with the pass to Enes Kanter. Kanter with 12 points now, 14 rebounds. Davis down on the block. Jones Jr. picks him up. Here's James now, left wide open. He'll take a dribble. He'll fire, and he'll hit it. That's the spot right there.
He loves that spot on the court. And when he has time to get the seams right, take a dribble, survey the court, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock it in like he did.
LeBron scored all 9 points this quarter. Kanter misses badly. 4-point game. Lakers with the ball. They trail. LeBron's going again. And LeBron James give him 11 in this quarter. He scored them all for the Lakers in the fourth.
And that's playoff mode right there, LeBron. When he's in transition and puts his head down and gets to the rim, he's virtually unguardable.
Just move Kanter out of the way. Long three is up. Damian Lillard short. Inside, Anthony Davis. He finds Montrezl Harrell. The foul. It's good. And one. Nice feed from Anthony Davis. And now Harrell a chance at a three-point play.
And that right there was like a free throw for LeBron James, wide open. And then right here, 2 guys on him. Cantor, a big, strong center, just bounces right off of LeBron. And then buddy ball inside from the bigs. Anthony Davis to Harrell. And you know what? The Lakers are on a roll, tied it up.
To show up the show-off, do you need power or this? Optimum power. The Guz Duracell Optimum makes this RC truck even faster than Copper Top.
No! We have a winner!
Jokic trying to disrupt Rondo. He puts it in. Here's Davis, 4-3 in the win. Oh, it's good! Anthony Davis has won it for the Lakers! Oh, might we have a game winner tonight? 2 big ones from Damian Lillard and Anthony Davis in the last couple playoff runs. NBA TV tweet, these game winners. We got the poll going, Grant. These game winners definitely unforgettable. And folks are going with the Damian Lillard of 2019 when he ousted Paul George and the Thunder. That was a tie game. Anthony Davis was in the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers were down. What say you on that, Grant?
All I want to know is who's that voice on the call? I mean, it sounds so familiar.
Yeah. producer credit on that one. It was nice to hear a call in a game with fans in the stands, and we'll get back there soon enough as Montrezl Harrell caps off a three-point possession. The Lakers are back in front, 99-98, 5.5 to go in regulation here tonight.
And right now for Portland, had a couple of bad offensive possessions, so critical they get a good shot on this possession.
Nurkic, he finishes. That stops an 8-0 Laker run. Jusuf Nurkic back on the floor, back on the scoreboard once again. Nice setup there by McCollum as well. Schroeder working with LeBron. Caldwell Pope, shot clock is late. Got to get one up here. Schroeder steps in. Schroeder runs into a wall. Covington and McCollum, and a shot clock violation. Going to put the ball back in the hands of the Blazers.
And just great defense here late in the fourth quarter there on that possession. Multiple defensive efforts leading to that shot clock violation.
Blazers hoping to improve their defense this year, throwing different looks out. We've seen a little zone from them as well early in the schedule. They played much better. Another late clock scenario. Lillard fires, and Damian Lillard hits with 2 on the shot clock, and the Blazers are up 4, Grant.
Oh, right now you want your stars to step up, and Lillard is doing just that, B.A.
Inside to Davis. Covington on him. Harrell on a quick pass, can't finish over Nurkic.
I still would like to see Davis maybe take that shot against the smaller Covington.
Lillard, long 3, air ball, and Damian again asking for a foul. Thought he was brushed there. LeBron fires it up. Covington and Nurkic there. Davis with the catch, and Davis able to score it. Kind of volley-balled it to himself.
Yeah, LeBron threw in the double coverage with AD able to secure the ball and get the shot.
C.J. McCollum sticks one.
Just a beautiful screen right there to get him open and knock down that 3.
Got a good one going here, Grant. This is fun. Again, Davis. Now Jones Jr. on him. Davis spins. Oh, knocked away. What a play. Derrick Jones Jr. Boy, who are these Blazers? Locking down the Lakers. McCollum, little runner, no good. And Harrell trying to run it down. That'll be Blazer ball. A great effort there by Montrezl Harrell. I wasn't sure who touched it last. It may have gone to L.A., but Harrell was taking no chances, but he can't run it down.
Like that kind of effort right there. Of course, you don't want to see anyone get hurt. But Harrell brings that energy, that toughness, blue-collar mentality. Never gives up on a play, and certainly didn't on that one.
And now Terry Stotts wants to draw one up. 3:05 left in regulation. 5-point Blazer lead. Blazers with the ball. Portland putting on a defensive stand here tonight in L.A.
Bowl 24 keeping it real with Damian Lillard.
If you can't find the right hype song, make your own.
Dame Dollar.
Bowl 24 Energize is lower in sugar and has caffeine. That's hype.
Bowl 24.
Jake from State Farm. If you here, this must be a State Farm commercial.
Sure is.
It also means it's about to go down.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. Things are going to go surprisingly great.
I've been doing this for too many years. It means something about to go down. Oh, no. Here it comes.
Jake, protect yourself. Have a nice day.
I told you. Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
Who are you talking to?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Wait up. Papa John's has a new stuffed crust. Oh, we did it. We did it. All our tweets, DMs, and carrier pigeons worked. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuff.
And back here, B.A., a beautiful possession on the offensive end for the Blazers. Lillard takes his time, able to get the ball to Nurkic and get him into a dribble handoff. You have to guard McCollum. Beautiful pocket pass. And Nurkic able to finish with a running one-hander. Ball movement, player movement against this defense of the Lakers. These the easy baskets. And a beautiful cut right there, right on cue by Lillard for the easy layup.
Well, how about the Blazers playing a little D, sharing the ball? Not so isolation heavy tonight as LeBron fires and comes up short. Offensive rebound, Harrell. Another chance here for LA. Down 7. Schroeder, a little mid-range, is tight. 5-point game. By the way, that pass by C.J. McCollum on the assist, his 11th assist of the game. Lillard, Schroeder on him. Trying to get to Bloom, and Damian Lillard is fouled. Score that basket, Damian Lillard and 1. He's got that mean look about him. He's had a frustrating night on a lot of levels, but able to get the call and the bucket here and a chance at a three-point play for Portland.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he's kind of had a quiet 30. It doesn't seem like he's put up those kind of numbers, but just great players can make difficult plays. And Lillard does it time in, time out, year in and year out, just getting it done. One of the best closers in the NBA and trying to do that here for his ball club tonight.
21 second half points for Damian Lillard. 31 for the game. Big possession for LA. Approaching the 2-minute mark. They need a bucket. Davis on the drive. Anthony Davis. No. Nurkic there to defend. Lillard saves it, but right into the hands of Harrell, who scores. That was a big bucket for the Lakers. 6-point game. Under 2 minutes to go. Damian Lillard with 31. C.J. McCollum with 20 points, 11 assists. Put it back in the hands of Lillard. Here comes Nurkic. Now Nurkic on a rim run. Nurkic hangs and he scores.
What a finish right there. Nurkic over Anthony Davis.
And now McCollum, great hands, knocks it out of bounds. Shot clock at 17 for LA. Grant, it's great to see Jusuf Nurkic running the floor so well after that gruesome leg injury a couple of years ago. He looks
active.
No question. LeBron gets it deep, and he's fouled. Missed the layup, but a free throw. Free throw's coming.
And I like that right there, LeBron. You have a 40, 50-pound weight advantage. Getting Jones Jr. on the block and making him feel you down there, of course, getting himself to the free throw line. Had a chance to finish and make a three-point play opportunity, but the Lakers are going to get back in it. LeBron James is going to have to play a role in this here in the last minute 23.
Aren't many holes in LeBron's game. Free throw shooting he'd like to improve this season. Below 70% a year ago from the free throw line. He gets there a lot. He's got 28 tonight. He's had a monster fourth quarter here. He's got 12 of his 28 here in the fourth. Minute 23 left in regulation. Blazers, Lakers. First meeting of the year. LeBron makes it when it counts. 7-point game. 3-possession game. And the Lakers looking for a defensive stand here.
Blazers are going to use all the clock here. And, of course, McCollum or Lillard probably going to have the ball in their hands, making a play for themselves or their teammates.
Here's McCollum now. Shot clock gets late. And it's Covington got to hoist one up. Does so. Did it catch rim? It did not. Shot clock violation. The near official, Nate Green, had it as a violation. Let's see what Mark Davis had to say about it. He was right under the goal. I think Derek Collins. Yeah.
I could not tell from that angle, B.A. Certainly Portland
is... take a look at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure right there. I can't tell from either angle. It looks like it didn't hit the rim. As right now, Mark Davis and the officiating crew will go.
No, it's not a good decision. officials have doubt as to whether or not the ball hit the rim, we'll review it.
Play is being reviewed by the officials to determine whether the ball hit the rim.
And I'll be honest here, I do like the replay center in these type of situations. It's important with a minute left in this game to get this call right. Portland nursing a 6-point lead, and this may give them another possession to use the clock and try to get a scoring opportunity. Well, of course, the Lakers may go in the other direction, but couldn't quite tell if the ball changed spin or rotation as it passed by the rim right there. From this angle here, I'll tell you, I think it just hit the backboard. I do believe that if the officials in the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey, and Mark Davis on the floor,
instant replay has confirmed it's a 24-second. The ball did not hit the rim. It's a 24-second violation. We'll reset the game clock to 59.5.
After review, call 4 is confirmed, a 24-second shot clock violation.
So, I guess I was right here.
Shot clock violation. You had it all the way. Took a lot longer. They could have just asked you. So, Laker ball. That's a big review there. Lakers down 6. 2-possession game. 3-pointer on the way. LeBron, no. And Nurkic clears the board. And now the Blazers can put this one away. Caldwell Pope guarding Damian Lillard. Lillard leads the Blazers tonight with 31. Gives it up. McCollum fires a 3. Nurkic keeps it alive. New shot clock for Portland. Well, Nurkic has been excellent on the glass. His 12th rebound. Nurkic. Got it. That's ball game right there. 20 seconds left. Yusuf Nurkic kept the possession alive, gave him a second chance, knocks down a little mid-range. He's got a double-double tonight. 10 points, 12 rebounds. Portland in control.
Hercules. I have been expecting you.
Aha! And I brought you a gift so you can fight properly. Red Bull.
Oh! How nice. Of you. But also rather stupid. Mine. Mine. No, mine. No, mine. Mine.
Mine. Red Bull gives you wings.
We didn't just build another hybrid. We built a hard-charging 37-mile-per-gallon turbo hybrid with the range and power to find your next story, wherever it might be. The all-new Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, the world's first storytelling machine.
Coming to the finish line here, center court on NBA TV. Yusuf Nurkic kept it alive and knocked down a little mid-range jumper. LeBron misses the 3, and that'll take us to the end. And how about the Portland Trailblazers? Damian Lillard gave him the talk in the locker room after their opening game, and they get a win in L.A. here tonight. 115-107, Grant. It was a big effort by Lillard in the second half, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Portland bench, specifically Gary Trent Jr. tied his career high with 7 made threes.
Yeah, just a tremendous team effort by Portland, and a team that's been trying to figure out who they are early in the season. Really struggled against Utah, had a lackluster first half against Houston, but tonight, a statement game for them. You know, coming against the Lakers, a team that knocked them out in the postseason last year, and obviously everyone's favorite to repeat as champions. And what a great game to get themselves going. And Gary Trent Jr., as you said, was really fantastic.
Enjoy being with you, Grant. We'll see you next week. Next Tuesday, NBA TV Center Court, we'll have Lakers in Memphis taking on the Grizzlies, followed by the Bulls and the Blazers. For Bert Bondi, our producer, director Darryl Marshall, for Grant Hill, and the rest of our crew, Brian Anderson saying good night. You've been watching Center Court on NBA TV.
Bowl 24 keeping it real with Damian Lillard.
If you can't find the right hype song, make your own.
Dame Dollar.
Bowl 24 Energize is lower in sugar and has caffeine. That's hype.
Bowl 24.
This season, Kia's got great deals on our new lineup of vehicles built to help you take on winter. Stop by your local Kia dealer and discover cars and SUVs loaded with advanced tech and safety features, all with our legendary reliability. So this year, you won't just cope with winter. You'll command it. Get 0% APR for 66 months, plus 1,000 holiday bonus cash or 2,500 customer cash on a 2021 Sportage.
Good morning.